Hello. You can probably tell this is an AI voice, but who cares? Anyways, with the bare minimum of skills I have accumulated with Live 2D, I will attempt to teach you how to create an AI rig in Live 2D. This art was not done by me, and is owned by Hoyoverse. But it's a game company, so I'm legally allowed to do this. This video will not explain the splitting of the eyes, but you can easily find other videos online for that. So after you import the image into Live 2D, you want to clip every part of the iris onto the pupil. This can be done by copying and pasting the ID from the pupil onto the clipping ID of the other layers. While doing this process, you can either create your own mesh for each layer by pressing the triangle with a pen next to it located at the toolbar, or auto mesh it by pressing the button next to it. A menu will pop up with a selection of standard, light, or heavy. Choose heavy for most, or standard. Now press the button with the line going through a circle. Select the top eyelid layer. Start by pressing the end of layer and make a curve to the other end. Use the parameter I left open, and only put 2 keyframes on it. Scroll to one side of them, and once you reach there, move your eyelid to a closed position. Repeat this step with all parts except for the eyelashes and iris until it looks like an eye closing. Now for the eyeball, use the brush button that is next to the previously mentioned button. Make the mesh of the eyeball only barely reach the end of the eyelid. After that, select the eyelashes, and flip the upside down. Move them to about the same place, but lower than where they were before. Repeat with all. After this is done, you finished first parameter. Now, select the eyeball X parameter. Create a deformer per every layer in the iris. Add 3 keyframes on the parameter. For the left side of the keyframe, make everything on the iris look left. You can move everything separately for a third effect, or everything at the same time, depending on the amount of effort you want to put in. Do the same for the other side, but everything right instead. This is optional, but if you want, select the whole eye, put it into a deformer, and use the brush to make the rest of the eye move with the iris. Now for the eyeball Y, create new deformers for each. Do the same thing with eyeball X, but move the iris down on the left and up on the right. Now, once you've finished all the X and Y parameters, create a new one. This is for the iris jiggle. Create deformers for all layers in the iris. Add 3 keyframes to the parameter. For one side, make the size longer horizontal and shorter vertically. Now do the opposite with the other. Put the whole eye into a deformer. Create a new parameter with 3 keys. On one side, stretch it really long. Trust me, even though it looks weird, this is how you make it somewhat fluid. Now make the other side really thin. Now make 2 parameters. On the eyelash, make a line like you did for the eyelid, but for the eyelash now. One on parameter, make 3 keys. On one, make the whole eyelash go left and the other make it go right. Do this for when the eye opens and closes. Now do the same except for the tip of the eyelash. Remember, you have to do this for every single keyframe that is activated for the eyelash. Copy these inputs onto your physics. Now you have a working eye.
Got the kick.